here with a Ukrainian drone team who have identified a Russian position at the other end of these controls. Here's an off-the-shelf Mavic drone, the ones that are so widely used in this conflict. They've identified a Russian position. They can see Russian soldiers, which they believe are digging trenches. They're in touch with the Ukrainian artillery team, who are using an American-supplied M777. And their plan is to call in those coordinates and get the artillery to strike the position. Vitaly, the drone operator, has said he suspects that the Russian position may have some sort of electronic warfare measures. It's another explosion. May have some electronic warfare measures because the Russian soldiers that he's looking at with his drone appear to have gone inside. They appear to have hidden, which may be because they're aware that there's a drone watching their position. I'd say there's something quite uncomfortable about watching something engagement like this play out in real time. There's real people at both ends of this equation. But I suppose that's what this war is at the moment. It's a slogging match between both sides' artillery guns. The artillery team have told these guys they've got 10 shots. They're sending out the drone again. They've done the recce, they've passed the coordinates to the M777 team. Now they're going back to be over the target so they can correct the fire as the shells land. The gun is significantly further back than the drone position. That's just the nature of the logistics. The gun has a longer range than the drone, so the drone needs to be closer to the target. This is Vitaly, who's the drone pilot. One of the very interesting things the soldiers have told us is that actually the relationship between the drone and the artillery is on a soldier level. This is soldier to soldier, so they've got a relationship with the crew of the M777. They've passed this information to them. The crew can see the same drone feed that these guys can see. So it's a strike on a Russian position being organised at a very low level in the military. It allows a lot more initiative, I suppose, but equally it's not necessarily part of a bigger strategic campaign. The three-man team will have slightly different roles. Vitaly, who's flying the drone, looks for the puff of smoke that indicates where the artillery shell has landed. Nazar, with a map, then plots that position on a map and takes the coordinates and passes it to Maxim, who transmits that information by mobile phone to the artillery team so that they can correct their fire. So the first shot landed more than 600 meters away from their target, but the seventh shot, just a few seconds ago, hit a building which was part of the Russian position. They've now got 3 more shots queued up from the M777 to try and do more damage to that Russian position. So that was the 9th shot. It was on target, but the artillery have just communicated with the drone team to say that they've started to receive counter-battery fire, which means the Russians have detected where they're being fired from and they're shooting back to try and suppress the Ukrainian gun. So for now that means the mission here is over.